Hello, guys, welcome back to another podcast. This is your man AJ, and you're listening to Wonder with AJ. So, I hope you all are doing absolutely fine. I hope आप सबको मेरा पिछला पॉडकास्ट अच्छा लगा होगा या क्योंकि कमेंट तो अच्छे आए थे. देखो मेरे को रिव्यूज़ अच्छा है, उसके फीडबैक्स भी अच्छे हैं. सो आई गेस कि अच्छा हुआ होगा. आगम के साथ और पॉडकास्ट करना था, बट वो फ़ोन से जो कर रहा हूँ ना, तो वो थोड़ा क्वालिटी ख़राब हो जा रहा है. So when I'll get back to Pune, I guess then I'll make more podcasts with them. But today's podcast is just me, myself alone, and my thoughts. So today's podcast is gonna be about my travel experience. It's about the time when I went on a trek to Rajgad with my cousins and his friends, which are very close to me now. They are my good friends. So before starting the actual story, I want to request you all, please give my podcast a follow. If you're listening to my podcast on Spotify, I really request you all to follow the podcast, because what happened is there are more than 100 people who are listening to my podcast, but only 22 people have followed the podcast. Once you follow the podcast, you'll always get notified, or at least you'll get a suggestion on your home screen that I've uploaded a new podcast. So please do that. That will mean a lot to me. Thank you. So yeah, so this story is before August 2019. That is before I got admitted into my college, which is MIT. So I was in Pune for 3 days. Before that I was living in Bede. So I was in Pune for 3 days and I was staying with my cousin. So they came up with a plan. Let's go on a trek. So I guess I should start the thing. Yeah. So let's get started with it. Life is easy when people around you are motivating and cool, right? Yeah, I met some guys on a trek and now they are pretty much close to me. It's very strange how humans get attached to someone so quickly. But that has a brighter side too, and I always look for the brighter side. So, I was in Pune for my college admission, and my cousin Kushal came up with an idea of going for a trek. And as a travel enthusiast, I never say no to such ideas. So I said okay, and asked him how many people are gonna join us. So he added me to a WhatsApp group, and I got introduced to every single one of them. All of them were his colleagues and very close friends of his. So then there was the day when we actually had to go to the trek. We woke up early in the morning. We didn't shower. Yeah, we didn't. So I, Kushal and Saurabh are my cousins. We got ready and left for the best day to be lying ahead of us. I was very much excited as I was gonna meet new people, get new experiences, and more importantly, learn a lot of things. So the journey had begun. We were empty stomach. So after a bike ride of 1 hour 30 minutes, we took a break and had some vada paos on our way. And again resumed the journey with a kickstart. It took about 20 minutes to get to the base of Rajgad. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it took about 20 minutes. Yeah. So at the base, it was so muddy. It was the rainy season. Everything was so muddy. But in front of us was a huge, magnificent display of history. So before starting the trek, very less I knew how difficult it was gonna be, but I was excited and totally devoted to enjoy the day. So before starting the trek, let me introduce you to some people. Okay, so Kushal. First of all, Kushal. So as stated earlier, he is my cousin, but to be frank, he's just a lot more than that. He is my advisor. And as I and Saurabh also call him, he is our Guruji. He knows everything, literally everything. You ask him something, he has an answer for it. So if you want, I can give you his number. So hi Kushal. So next is about Saurabh. What to tell about him, yaar? Like, he is also a cousin of mine, but more than that, he's my best friend. Like, I can share every single thing with him. To be honest, he's not even my cousin, he is my mama. But I don't like consider him as my mama. Like, we don't have that much age gap between us, but we are more like brothers, you know. So that's he is. Then there was Snehal. She introduced herself as an engineer by education and content writer by profession at that time. But right now, she's a very good friend of mine, and I'll introduce her to you as a very sweet and kind person. She's one of the sweetest souls I've ever met. And now, the funniest person I met on the trek. So, his name is Harun, and as you all know, there must always be a person in a group who is hilarious as fuck, and make you laugh at every single turn. So for us, it was Harun. Like, he made us laugh a lot. He was one of the most funniest and the down-to-earth people I've ever met. He's simple. I think that's what makes him special from all. So I was at the base of the trek vlogging with our group, and then I realized that this is what makes me happy. This is what satisfies me. That's what I want to do. That's the time when I decided I want to pursue this as a full-time job, and I'm going to do it one day, but it all depends upon you all. So let's see how it goes.